Chris just won a People's Choice Award this week. How did that change your life? Was TSA, was like the travel security line shorter? How did that change? Like, what's it like being the People's Choice?
Nothing's really different. Except I mean, God, I feel like I sound like such an idiot when I got up there, because I got, you know, if I was going to go up there, I had poignant things to say, but as soon as I got to the podium, I just became Rain Man. I named like 8 people twice. I forgot people's names. I forgot why I was there, what my name was, and all I could say was thank you multiple times. So.
I think that's okay.
Yeah. Such a dangerous word, I know.
You thanked people who did fan fiction. How many people in this room have done fan fiction about this?
I had no idea there's so many adjectives to describe my butt. So. Thank you for the new thesaurus ass.
I thought I was a writer, but no. So how's this week been for you? This is premiere week. You guys had a big premiere. Was it Sunday? The big LA premiere. How was that?
It was great. It's there's been so many hurdles for this one movie. First it was the Tribeca Film Festival, and then the book came out, and then the DVD came out, and the premiere, and now finally here it's D-Day. So it's a really long roller coaster ride. So I think I'm just kind of taking it 1 minute at a time.
How many times have you seen Circa now?
I'd say less than 100. Definitely more than 50.
Okay. Is that the most times you've seen a movie before, or like are there other movies that sort of come to that level?
Oh.
Because like I've seen The Goonies probably like 500 times.
I've probably seen like Stardust like 1 million times. So yeah.
Well, I wonder, okay, so in the movie, Carson, there's this moment where he talks about the first time he really wrote and like loved writing, and it feels like being struck by lightning. When was that moment for you?
Oh, probably when I was like in middle school, I'd say. But it was more of an annoyance though. I was like, God, these thoughts are in my head, and I gotta get them out. It's so annoying, God, and there's no way to get them out except for, paper. But then I made it a little bit like
with a computer?
I don't even have
How old are you?
a
Are you like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I didn't have a computer when I was 12.
Okay. But so, I mean, what was that? Was the first time, did you want to do sort of a creative writing? Was it struck by lightning? I mean, what was your first sort of, do you remember your first like sort of, writing experience? Like where you just really wanted to get it out?
Yeah, it was cool. I think it was The Land of Stories, was the first one. And then it kind of was always, adventures that I wanted to have as a kid is what I wanted to write. And I told myself if I wrote, actually I think even The Land of Stories it was kind of like this, but I always told myself if I wrote it and it became a movie, then I could play the kid in the movie. And I could actually have the adventures. That was my thinking process for it.
You can still kind of play the kid. You have a baby face. You're moisturizing well. That's important. I want to moisturize. You weirdly, like, for how young you are, you write middle-aged women very well. Like, when I was watching the movie again, I was like, wow, you write Allison Janney real well.
Thanks.
What do you attribute that to? Like, why do you,
Oh, thank you. Also, yeah, I mean, I think about my spirit animal is like a grassy old broad, so that's how I feel.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
Did you, when you were writing, when you had first written the script, did you ask Ryan Murphy or Brad or Ian? Did you ask anyone for kind of advice or guidance? Well,
not at all. Nothing. No, I'm always afraid because the business can be really tricky. So I never asked any advice or from anyone because I was always afraid that if I asked for advice, they would think I was trying to ask something from them. So I didn't want that. So I tried to kind of learn as I went.
Yeah. And how many drafts did you go through? Like, do you remember?
I think at the most 3. I mean,
wow.
And it really wasn't. I mean, the first draft was 150 pages. This